Hello everyone, welcome back to Everything Weapons and the channel. So a little bit of news for you. Chinese J15 fighter seen launching from a carrier with 4 anti-ship missiles for the first time. The catapult-equipped Fujian is now unlocking the J15T's strike potential. This is from the Warzone website, so all credit to them. That's where I'm reading from. An image has appeared, apparently for the first time, showing a Chinese J15T carrier-based fighter jet launching while carrying 4 anti-ship missiles. The photo offers the clearest indication yet that China's rapidly evolving carrier force is overcoming one of its long-standing operational constraints, getting heavily loaded strike fighters airborne from its flat tops. The image shows a J-15T in full afterburner moments before leaving the deck of the Fujian, the First People's Liberation Army Navy carrier equipped with catapults. The fighter is armed with 4 YJ-83K anti-ship missiles, double the number previously seen carried by a Chinese J-15, amounting to a weapons load of roughly 6,400 pounds before accounting for any additional stores that may not be visible. Previously, in fact, it seems that the latest J-15T version has only been ever seen with a single YJ-83K missile training round, while the aircraft was still in prototype form for the Chinese. And the YJ-83K is a widely used sonic anti-ship missile, broadly equivalent to the US-made AGM-84 Harpoon. The radar-guided, turbojet-powered weapon has a reported range of around 112 miles and is armed with a 360-pound high-explosive, semi-armor-piercing warhead. And the YJ-83K is a sea-skimming missile cruising at an altitude of 65 to 100 feet before dropping down to 16 to about 24 feet during the terminal phase, right before it explodes. Now, most significantly, each of these weapons weighs around 1,600 pounds. And it's just insane how heavy missiles are on jets. You wouldn't think about it, but yes, they're insanely heavy, almost 2,000 pounds. The very reason behind the development of the J-15T was to maximize the potential of flanker operations from the Fujian, which is equipped with an electromagnetic aircraft launch system, or EMALS, and subsequent carriers. As such, the J-15T is primarily distinguished from the original J-15 in being equipped for catapult takeoff but assisted recovery, or CATOBAR operations, as well as short takeoff but assisted recovery, or STOBAR operations. So the previous 2 plan aircraft carriers, the Liaoning and the Shandong, both employ ski jump takeoff ramps to launch fixed-wing STOBAR aircraft, and the primary benefit of the J-15T for China is its ability to be catapult launched from a carrier with a heavier payload of fuel and weapons. After all, the flanker airframe has always been able to carry impressive fuel and weapons loads and weight, right? But this has been strictly limited when configured for STOBAR operations. When it's being catapulted, it's different process, right? And different logistics. This is something that has hampered Russian Navy carrier operations as much as Chinese ones. Also significant is the fact that the J-15T jet has started to introduce domestically produced WS-10H turbofans in place of the Russian-made AL-31F engines previously found on the production of the Chinese J-15 jets. Now, in the past, it appears that the heaviest loads seen carried by STOBAR J-15s launched from Chinese ships comprised of 2 YJ-83Ks and 4 air-to-air missiles, or for air defense, 4 PL-12 medium-range air-to-air missiles, and only 2 range PL-8B air-to-air missiles. Regardless, the fact that J-15Ts are now launching from the carrier with weapon loads of around 6,400 pounds is very significant for China, as well as increasing the anti-shipping potential of the J-15T. The same payload could be translated into additional fuel or other weapon loads. Among the other weapon options for the Chinese jet are the more advanced PL-10 short-range and PL-15 medium-range air-to-air missiles, and the J-15T has also been noted with the long-range YJ-15 anti-ship missile and with a buddy refueling pod. Other versions of the YJ-83K that could find their way onto the J-15 jets include the improvised YJ-83KH, which features an imaging infrared seeker and extended range. The ability for the J-15T to launch from a catapult-equipped Chinese carrier with a heavier payload doesn't just impact the potential of the strike fighter for China, it will also translate to the 2-seat carrier compatibility J-15 versions intended to take on additional roles. Chief among these is the cattle-bar-capable J-15DT electronic warfare aircraft, intended to operate in a role similar to the U.S. Navy's EA-18G Growler. With its array of external jamming pods, the J-15DT also needs to launch and recover at heavier weights to make the most of its potential. Thank you guys very much for watching, and thank you, the Warzone website. All credit to them, that's where I was reading. Consider subscribing, especially if you are new, if you want to stay up to date with everything weapon and war related. Ring the bell, that way you guys do not miss a video and you receive a text notification every single time I upload. And smash the like button. A thumbs up is greatly appreciated. It does help me out in the YouTube algorithm, kind of pushes my videos to new people to see, so appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. And take a look at the older content on the channel, guys. Lots of military similar videos to binge watch. And until next time, you've been watching Everything Weapons. Hope you guys have a decent week. See you later.